Good afternoon, everyone. This is our second tutorial class where we'll deal with utopia and dystopia. Concepts of utopia and dystopia represent imaginary societies in which people live their life either in a perfect environment, governed by the laws that provide happiness to everyone, or in an oppressive society that is ruled by the repressive and controlled state. To begin with, let's start by understanding each one of the concepts separately. Utopias are societies that are perfect, as you can see it in the picture. On the other hand, dystopias are societies that are frightening or malfunctioning in some way, as you can also see in the picture. Now, what is the difference between these two words? Utopia and dystopia? The word utopia can be defined as a society that has perfect or very desirable qualities. The idea of a utopian world goes all the way back to the biblical Garden of Eden, where there was no sin, no inequality, and no human fault involved. The present-day literature has provided us with many great visions of utopian societies, but the origin of the utopian fiction goes all the way back to the instrumental work of Thomas More in the 16th century. Utopian literature has four major qualities. The society must have equality. The society has to be a working, communal one. There must be a council or some kind of group who works for the good of the society. And there must be a message of hope. Examples of famous utopian works are The Republic, written before the 20th century, in the year 380 before Christ, by Plato. It represents one of the first written concepts of the utopia. In it, he proposed the necessary steps for the creation of the perfect Greek city-state, where citizens would be separated in specific classes and with rules which would provide everything to them: security, resources, and laws. Utopia, written in the 1516 by Thomas More, who brought the name of Utopia to the Western world. In it, More proposed religious toleration, freedom of marriage, and simple communal life, free education, health care, and harsh punishment for criminals. A modern utopia, written at the beginning of the 20th century by H.G. Wells. It describes a futuristic world state in which every country of the world has merged into one, and every person has achieved perfect happiness. In addition, he proposed giving equal rights for women and men, with even given more rights to women who are pregnant. As for the word dystopia, it can be defined as a society in which the conditions of life are extremely bad, caused by oppression, terror, or deprivation. In literature, the definition might include a literary work which is based on the imagination and not necessarily having any truth or fact. Dystopian literature has been characterized as fiction that presents a negative view of the future of society and humankind. The qualities of this dystopian literary work might include a government body, military force, or evil leader is the one who governs society. Society is segregated and oppressed. There is inequality among the citizens and within the class system. And the underlying message promotes desperation and a feeling of disaster. Examples of famous dystopian works are 1984 by George Orwell, written in 1948, which describes a society where the government is both totalitarian and highly invasive. Fahrenheit 451, written by Ray Bradbury and published in 1953, and which describes a society which burns books. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, published in 1985, is a visionary novel in which God and government are joined, and America is run as a puritanical theocracy. Now you know the characteristics of both literature, so you are the one who decide if you are going to read either a utopian or a dystopian work of fiction. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.